I believe Andrea will meet me there. Does that mean you're on board with this idea of the afterlife?
I'm totally on board. Yeah.
How could you not be?
You know, even I'm on a lot of airplanes, and whenever I think about death now, it doesn't feel scary. It feels like,
It's sad that you say you're on a lot of airplanes.
you know, we all, I think, envision different
sad
circumstances of how any of that could happen, whether it's in a car, whether unfortunately it's in a grocery store or whatever. And there feels to me a bravery and an acceptance within myself of it now. And maybe it's because I've received all of these different signs. I mean, I've touched on just one really, but it's been an abundance. I think I feel like Andrea can't wait to show me around, that they'll wait and wait as long as I need to be here, but that they'll wait too.
So bear with me for
The wait is
a quick story.
instant or
There are
infinite
some
for-
people who say that using psilocybin, also known as magic mushrooms,
That's what we're talking about.
can help people connect with loved ones who've died. So I went on this psilocybin retreat, and it's important to say that my daughter Joby loved kids, and she was a counselor at a summer camp. She worked at a preschool, and a lot of strange and interesting things happened to me on that retreat. But at one point I got this image of Joby up in the sky, and she was sitting in a circle playing some sort of game with a bunch of young kids. One was on her lap.
That's sweet.
And somehow she sent me this message that she was busy wherever she was. And she conveyed to me that she was taking care of young people who died early in life, like her, and missed their parents.
A lot of people
And
from
a
Gaza are in
medium
heaven
told
right
me
now.
a year or so later something almost identical to that. It seemed so much like Joby, and it was something I never would have thought of really on my own. And I just wonder if you have a sense of where Andrea is now or what Andrea is doing.
I think Andrea's playing basketball. I think Andrea is probably spinning the earth on their finger like a basketball player. You know, Andrea had many years of life with a really stressed out nervous system. I would joke that they had the nervous system of 6 traumatized chihuahuas in one 5'4" body. And while Andrea, the last 4 years of their life with cancer actually were some of the most joyful years of their life, they weren't always joyful beforehand. And cancer actually, it's weird to say, but their own awareness of their mortality brought them so much peace and love and aliveness. But I do think Andrea is likely, I hope, just having a ball. They were sick a lot of their life too with chronic Lyme disease, and I imagine them just zipping around free of pain and so excited to look at everything.
We can live for the people who can't. I got some sunflowers for you, Crane.
Megan Falley, thanks so much for talking to me.
Thanks,
I
Megan
really
Falley.
love
That was
talking
sweet.
to you, and I love picturing Joby with the children, and it's really beautiful.
Yeah, it was pretty sweet.
Poet and writer Megan Falley. Her late spouse Andrea Gibson was Colorado's poet laureate. Gibson died of ovarian cancer last year. Falley joined CPR's Andrea Ducas for her series Searching for Joy about death and what if anything comes after. The Sundance
What if
Film
anything? He
Festival
keeps saying if
premieres
anything.
Love Letter from the After.
Like, you don't have to do that. There's a lot of different ways that people think about after. You don't have to always try to soothe the feelings of atheists or whatever.
You're with Colorado Matters
Like,
from CPR.
Spoiler alert. You're like, oh my gosh. It's ridiculous. Whoops, music. Oops, music. More music, whoops. More music, sorry, music. Hold on, there's a flag. I don't know if it's Iran, Ireland, something. There's a flag. I don't know if it's America, the United States or Russia. I don't know. We'll find out. There's some pretty clouds.
Having access to fair, trustworthy.
So every time they introduced that story, the guy was like, talk about the afterlife, if any. the afterlife.
Your support
There's some
is
prayer
vital
flags.
to our mission.
So like
You
the
rely on
afterlife,
CPR
if
News,
any,
consider
the
giving
afterlife,
for the
if
first
there is
time
such a thing.
today.
It's like you don't have to say that every time. You can just say the afterlife about the afterlife. I guess if you don't say that, it sounds like you're promoting some view of the afterlife. Who cares? You guys are promoting Trump all the damn time, the damn Antichrist.
Colorado Public Radio.
Who cares if you promote the afterlife once or twice?
Publications.
You know, like somebody gonna complain, you're foisting the afterlife on me instead of thinking of nothingness. I enjoy thinking of nothingness of death.
Noah Wiley.
Nobody really enjoys that.
He's nominated for an Emmy
It's
for
just
his performance in the
something
series,
people do to
and
be
The Pit
extra
is
boring.
nominated for Outstanding Drama Series. It's about the intensity, emotional stakes, and chaos in a Pittsburgh hospital ER. Wiley will talk about the series, how it connects to his own life.
Have y'all seen that? Is that good? You guys seen it?
Coming your way next hour on CPR News and KRCC.
I don't know if we can do music. Let's see if we can do the America. Oh crap, I fucked it up. I went America too soon. Okay, well, we'll do some fairy liberation front stuff. They have a very fairy yard. Very fairy filled yard. This is probably the best view we've got, is this. Sunset, clouds.
Perhaps Colorado's queer community. Let's dip into some of it with Indy's local music director, Alicia Sweeney. We connect monthly for the local 303 lineup, a picture
Looks like a hand in the
of
sky.
the art scene in Colorado.
Looks like
Hi,
a face.
Alicia.
Hi, Ryan. I'm feeling the
like a hand and a
pride.
face.
I am as well. I hope this first song, though,
Like a face
sounds
and a hand.
better than it would smell, because this is the track Dog Breath. But before we hear it, tell us about the artist, the creator of Dog Breath, Ducky.
For the last few years, this has been a buzzed about band out of Fort Collins.
Can't listen to music, I don't think. We can get in trouble for music. Can't do it. We can't listen to it. Still music, can't listen to it. It's okay. Got a beautiful sky.
Chris, if they're from Fort Collins, they're landlocked, so it would be like Vrain House.
Yeah, like Horsetooth Reservoir.
Yeah, exactly. Horsetooth and Dog Breath. Okay, from the artist Ducky, that is Dog Breath. Why don't we head to your college town, Boulder, Colorado?
Yeah, so from my hometown, Fort Collins, to now curating music out of my college town in Boulder, Trouble's Brave. A rock band that just put out a new EP for this Pride Month, Tarantula, and here's a song I keep coming back to.
How did I forget that song?
Because we couldn't listen to it. Forgot it because we could not listen to music on the radio. Just in case people are picky about it. Nice. Some sunflowers. Go Ukraine. Sunflowers. Oh, go lightning in the sunset. Is that what that was? What the hell? Easy. Is that lightning up there?
Along with Emily Pennington, they really have something magical going, and they just started a couple years ago.
Trouble's Braves. South now to Colorado Springs, and the band.
Somebody wanted to join my
Tell
band.
me if I'm
Fox
getting this right. Sclerotia?
Sclerotia.
Sclerotia.
They are a psychedelic rock outfit from Southern Colorado, and they've been playing a lot of gigs lately since their debut album came out last year. And I want to share something. The May music. National Guard.
Join them.
Executive work
We need
which
to recruit
removed
everybody
trans soldiers from the armed
who
forces.
wasn't racist or
And while that was
sexist
really hard
to
for
stay
her,
in the
she's
Trumpstein army.
just been leaning into music, has been incredibly overwhelmed by the community of support that she is receiving with her band. And I want to take some space and share
great.
a psychedelic song from this group with you. Here's Scleroscia's There Go My Ego.
I forgot music. I got wrapped up. Forgot all about music. Fuck. Well, you can look up the Explorer. Oh well.
AI on music and the arts.
Alicia, you and other E1023 staffers will walk once again in Denver's Pride Parade, Sunday, June 28th, handing out goodies and, I gather, good vibes.
Goodies and good vibes. Yeah. So our team has been walking the Pride Parade for the last couple of years, and it's so fun to see just the streets filled, the sidewalks filled with people who come out and support Denver Pride. And last year, while we were handing out Indie 1023 fans to like help people cool down.
Fans?
Yep, fans. I was really overcome with emotion just as the parade went on, with how many people were shouting our names, how many people love our station. They wanted to share a hug or scream at us while we were walking. And it really is that power of radio. Radio is so personal with people. So that makes me excited to walk in the Pride Parade for that reason, but also to support the cause of Denver Pride and celebrating our community.
You know, it's interesting because I heard when you are in the parade, you can't chuck stuff at people. You have to hand it to them now.
Yes, you have to hand it to them. And also, it's really cute because there's a lot of little hands. Kids want anything. Like, they're just like, gimme. So most of my fans that I was handing out, because I love, like, I can't say no to a little kid. I'm like, here's a fan for you. Here's a fan for you. And just to see smiles on people's faces. Yes.
Just no chucking beads.
Just no chucking them.
Well, this next act serves up some mile-high dream pop. Gosh, I feel like you're presenting us a lot of dream pop these days. I think maybe people want a dreamy experience amidst conditions that sometimes can feel like a nightmare. Tell us about Look at Fiona.
This is a young band, like a young group getting their stuff barely out of their teens, and their sophomore record came out this year. It's full of shoegaze sweetness. And one thing that really endears me about the band is they are self-proclaimed Denver's most anxious band and also the most grateful. And I just want to comment, it's been really fun seeing them grow their sound since they formed, and knowing that they did have anxiety on stage made a lot of sense to me as I look back when they told me that.
Look at Fiona.
Yeah, let's listen to one of my favorite songs from this new release. This one's called Willow Sun.
We can't listen to music. We can listen to them. We can look at some flowers and some clouds and some sunset. If we get lucky.
Let's wrap up as we always do, Alicia, with the featured artist for this month's Pride Local 303 meetup. What do you got?
Denver's Dylan Novus.
Dylan
Novus. He has long come to our local 303 meetups, and he put out a really banger of a single for Pride Month.
Okay.
And in our queer electropop and R&B scenes, and I'm very excited for him to perform in our meetup, which is June 29th at Bar 404 in Denver. And And a reminder, this monthly event is no ticket, no cover, and it really is going to be a celebratory party to wrap up Pride Weekend.
Dillanovis. I'm strolling down your road, drop.
Sorry, we can't listen to.
Oh, then I'll pump the brakes. Till it happened.
Let's look it up. I was all open to show you the Pride Day sign again. See if it times up right. Nope, same time again.
Gen Z giving us an 80s style pop ballad right there.
They're longing for a time that they were not a part of. I get that. There's something earnest.
And you were a part of
about
it,
that
and
I really
actually the
appreciate.
80s was pretty
I
freaking
do
awesome.
too. And he's a young artist, again, Gen Z coming up, and I'm excited to have him perform at our meetup because he really does put in the time to make his live performances just as special as his recorded music.
Oh, neat. Thanks, Alicia.
Yeah, thank you.
There's Denver down there. Denver's down there where it's pink.
Director 8123, catch her and the
Alicia Sweeney's nice. We met at one of the
Pride Parade Sunday, then
303.
303 meetup
Meetups.
Monday at R404. I will be
Thanks,
at
Alicia
Pride
Sweeney.
Fest Sunday afternoon. Come by the Colorado Public. Say hello. That's Colorado Matters.
Have fun,
And
Ryan
special
Warner.
thanks to me, London.
Happy
And my
more prideful by getting rid of the fascists.
Thanks for being with
Let's
us.
help elect Milot Kiros. Sorry, let's help elect Milot Kiros to replace genocidal Zionist Deanna DeGette, 30-year Democratic incumbent. We have this weekend to do it, so
This
let's
is
do that.
1 FM KCFR.
Looks like we're about to hear the news.
1490 AM KCFC
Hurrah!
on HD at 90.1 FM.
This is what the clouds and flags and things look like in
Smart speaker. Say
Colorado.
CPR News.
America right now. This day. Do you ever see a girl who's just so beautiful you can't stop thinking about her? It makes your whole
Thank you, Alice Gettle. Your 14 circle
makes you forget how to talk.
compromised reporting and meaningful music. Independent because of you.
There's some sunflowers. Yeah, Ukraine. Finish destroying Moscow and beating Putin, please. Because nobody in America is going to defeat Putin's pawn, Trump. I mean, they should, but they're just not doing a damn thing. So they're stuck with all this bullshit he keeps doing. But Ukraine will defeat Putin, so at least his master will be gone. And then what will he do?
Today, we remember one of the most sought-after directors in television, James Burrows. On many now classic sitcoms, including Taxi, Frasier, Friends, Will and Grace, and Cheers, he was known for his comedic instincts, his visual style, and for insisting the comedy be believable. He co-created Cheers with writers Glenn and Les Charles.
Every episode.
You gotta listen to that show. It's all about the listen.
Absolutely.
There's no eye candy in that show. It was a smart show.
There's no eye candy. What's Sam Malone? What's Diane? What's Rebecca?
Freud and Jung, and we didn't care if the audience knew who those people were.
Burrows directed over 1,000
There are
sitcom
people who
episodes
know who
and
those people are. You're not the
75 TV
smartest
pilots that
fucking people in the
became
world.
series.
I don't know.
Later, Justin
I like
Chang
the show, but
reviews the
what a
new
clip.
show, The
What an audio clip.
First, the news.
Especially with somebody who died.
Live from
Sure, he
PR
said
News in
something else.
Washington, I'm
Didn't
Ryan
make it sound like such a
Lepar.
snob.
The U.S. has struck Iranian military facilities along its coast today in retaliation for Iran hitting the cargo ship at the port in the Strait of Hormuz with a drone.
Maybe stop starting unholy yours and prove your God is fake when you lose them.
Planes attacked Iranian missile and drone storage locations and coastal radar sites. This comes after Iran attacked a Singapore flag cargo ship, the Ever Lovely. Exiting the Strait of Hormuz along the Omani coast, the U.S. has set up a pathway and cleared it of mines. Iran insists ships can only sail through the route. 3 weeks ago, U.S. forces hit similar military targets after Iran fired multiple attack drones toward the strait. Tom Bowman, NPR News.
At least 900 people are confirmed dead in Venezuela as search and rescue efforts continue following twin earthquakes on Wednesday. Thousands are injured as Duri Berskaren reports the disaster is straining a healthcare system that was already struggling.
Some 50 buildings collapsed.
Trump-installed government didn't help.
Says aid
Trump killed a bunch more people.
Complexes, buildings with 15 to 20 floors. He says some
Trump
have
added to his
suffered
massive
serious
kill count.
damage, putting them at risk of collapse. He says the
Stop
health centers
Trump.
He's supporting are asking for
Restored
basic
aid.
items, syringes, bandages,
Oh my gosh, they don't even
iodine
have
for
that?
wounds, oral rehydration salts
Oh
for
my
dehydration,
gosh.
and nebulizers for people who have breathing problems after being
What a
exposed
crap
to the
government
dust and
Trump
debris.
put in.
It's a chaotic situation, Jimenez says, but no
What a
country
trash
can fully
government
prepare
Trump
for a disaster
installed.
like this. For NPR News, I'm Duri Berskaren.
Ukraine carried out a mass drone attack
Hell
on several
yeah.
regions inside Russia
Fuck
and its occupied
Russia.
territories.
Fuck Putin.
NPR's Charles Maines reports it's believed to be the largest single attack since Russia launched its
Hell yeah.
invasion
And
of
they set
Ukraine more than
Moscow
4
on
years
fire
ago.
like
The
2 or 3 days
attacks appear to be
ago.
a salvo, what Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky calls a 40-day influence operation aimed at pressuring the Kremlin to end the war. Russia's defense ministry said its forces intercepted more than 650 drones without providing details on damage or injuries. But Ukraine claimed to strike a chemical plant to the south of Moscow. The Kremlin-backed authorities in occupied Crimea declared a state of emergency. Ukraine has increasingly used long-range drones to target Russian defense and energy
Fuck the
infrastructure.
Russians.
Resulting fuel
Fuck
shortages
Putin.
across Russia have forced local governors to impose
I'm
restrictions
surprised
on
they're
the
even
sale of
reporting
gas.
on that here.
In the case of Crimea, flat out banned.
Fucking Russians in America now, the USR.
The Texas State Board of Education is adding Bible stories as required reading. Education observers say the required
I
reading
got
list
them
appears to be
mad.
the first of its kind in the nation.
Church of Judas
Critics argue
replaces
the
the
titles lack
all
diversity
patriarchy
and blur
Christianity
the
war and
separation
Trumpism
of
anyway.
church and state. Major U.S. stock indexes ticked down today. This is NPR News
Forced
from
to read
Washington.
whatever story school's forced to read. But
California
Church of
Democratic
Judas
Governor
is gonna
Gavin
replace
Newsom is
Christianity.
calling for a national billionaires tax. He
Oh, that's
says that
cool.
urgent reform is needed to prevent
You trying to
wealth
get out of your
concentration from
state
harming
billionaires tax,
democracy.
though?
But Newsom opposes a state referendum this fall taxing
You
billionaires
oppose the
in
state because you want it
California.
national? What a
The issue should be
loser.
addressed federally to prevent billionaires
Oh my
from leaving
gosh.
the state.
Oh, let
US
billionaires
was once
leave the
the
state.
undisputed
Fuck 'em.
research engine of the world. Now China is taking a
What
dominant
a
role, as NPR's
douchebag.
Alyssa Nadworny reports.
China
Going
is
against the will
investing
of the
heavily
people?
in university research.
Not
At the
calling
same
out the
time, the Trump
genocide?
administration has abandoned the
Newsom's
federal
trash.
pipeline of research dollars to American
Newsom
institutions.
is absolute
David
trash.
Corey, a scientist at Harvard Medical School, was
What's
one
he
of the
good for if you
researchers
can't
whose
tax
federal
billionaires
grants
or
were
stop
frozen
genocide?
last year. He's been studying gene therapies meant to reestablish hearing in children. But the disruption to federal funds has meant his rivals in China are the ones finding breakthroughs.
You know, even because the athletes going to be
That's very frustrating.
Deafness doesn't need
China's
to be
billions
cured.
are paying off.
People are deaf.
In a global ranking measuring academic output, Harvard lost its top spot to a university in China. In fact, 7 out of the top 10 schools are now in China.
Hell
Alyssa
yeah,
Nadworny,
go China.
NPR News.
Astronomers
So
say a
Trump
large
is
asteroid will
traitor.
soon harmlessly zip past Earth
Right,
this
large
weekend.
asteroid tomorrow, I
Space
think.
rock is called 1997 NC1 and was discovered almost 3 decades
1997
ago by an
isn't that a
asteroid tracking system
Star
in
Trek
Hawaii. It'll make its
ship
closest
number?
approach Saturday morning, coming within 1.6 million miles. This is NPR News from
He
Washington.
says like 6 times further than the moon
Support for
is from
NPR
Earth.
comes from NPR stations.
1.6
Other
million
contributors
miles.
include Penn Medicine,
Anyway,
committed to innovation
pretty
since
interesting news, I guess.
1751. From groundbreaking discoveries
An
to
interesting
life-saving
array of
care,
news.
Penn Medicine
Interesting that they were able to report on Ukraine.
can use it.
Ukraine, Moscow. Cheers.
Burroughs